This is the Jamis Renegade C2. How could you find out if this is a good gravel bike? Watch review videos? Sure, I can make a review video for this. I mean, I can read the specs and show you pretty footage of the bike. I can tell you the difference between this and a road bike, like everybody else. Longer, lower, slacker. Bigger, wider, stronger. That's it. Lots of bike reviews look like that, and they often have more of a commercial advertising feel to it than an actual true test. Maybe it's because there's such subtle differences between all the gravel bikes, and almost all the bikes are pretty good right now, unless it's a very unusual bike. And yeah, I'm looking right at you. Evil Jamis Hager with your 66-degree head angle. What's that all about? So how do you decide which gravel bike's for you? Research the internet? How helpful are these bike reviews from magazines and websites? Can they really judge a bike after only riding it a couple of days? I mean, most gravel bike geometries are very similar these days. Similar. Then there's ride quality, how snappy or stiff, or how comfy or plush is a carbon frame. What kind of carbon fiber is being used? What manufacturing processes are in place? The reason why I'm bringing this up, this is not your typical review of a Jamis Renegade. This is the story of what happens to two Renegade C2s after a full season of riding road, racing gravel, racing cyclocross, making crazy videos, and the occasional crash here and there. How did the bikes hold up? What broke? What did we like and what didn't we like? So full disclosure, we bought one of the two Jamises and the other one I got to use for free for the full season. But both of us rode and raced those bikes all year round. The frame is a full carbon fiber design with the 12x42 through axle, integrated seat post clamp, internal cable routing, and even so the bike doesn't come with a dropper seat post, the internal cable routing is already there in case that is something you want to install later on. Oversized asymmetrical chainstays with flat mount disc brakes and exposed carrier fender mount eyelets, carbon dropouts, replaceable front and rear derailleur mounts. The factory claims a maximum tire clearance of a 37C, but here's the thing, I ran 40s all year without any problems. Maybe not the best idea for mud clearance, but depending on the rim tire combo, you can definitely go a little bigger than the 37Cs. This brings me to what we changed about these bikes. Originally, the Renegade came with a redshift suspension stem, which even so, it's kind of cool and I really enjoyed riding it. It was a little too short for me and the added weight was not worth it to me since I'm always getting dropped on the climbs and not on the downhills. Out of the box, the C2 weighed in at 22 pounds. That's including pedals, water bottle cages, and all my knickknacks. But I got some carbon race wheels, which brought the fighting weight of the Renegade down to 20 pounds. That's not bad. This is totally acceptable because I'm not the lightest rider at 175 pounds, and I prefer my bikes not to crumble beneath me. I've heard about and seen too many gravel bikes of reputable brands with cracks this year. Yeah, they didn't completely fail and break, but they had to be replaced through their warranty program. And you know what's better than the great warranty program? It's a bike that doesn't break in the first place. Now you're probably saying to yourself, wait, what? You bought another wheel set to lighten up the bike? I don't want to spend that kind of money. What's wrong with the wheels that it came with? Well, here's what's wrong with them. Absolutely nothing. The Boyd GVL tubeless 11-speed wheel set with the sealed bearings are great for everyday riding. And a matter of fact, I ride these wheels all the time. I just don't race on them. I actually have a third wheel set with road tires. So I have these for everyday riding on gravel. I have my race gravel wheel set, and then I have a road set with road tires. So I ride this bike all year round, plus cross. I mean, the bike performed really well on road rides, and according to my Strava KOMs, there wasn't much of a difference between my gravel bike with road tires and road wheels and my old road bike. Now this brings me to the one thing I didn't do so well. When I raced cyclocross on the gravel bike, which is about an inch lower at the bottom bracket than my cross bike, I did notice how easily I can pedal strike on off cambers and when you're having to ride through deep, muddy ruts. But on the flip side, the lower bottom bracket made a corner much better. So it's a give and take. I still chose to race the gravel bike more than my old rim brake cross bike. Unless you specialize in cyclocross and you want to win all the races, especially the muddy ones, I would say don't worry, it does cross well enough to win local races. The bike feels stiff and snappy riding out of the saddle, yet between the fork and the frame, there's enough flex to make it comfortable as a carbon hardtail with a rigid fork can be. Check out the slow motion video of me locking up my front rail. You can actually see the frame and fork together taking most of the beating here and trying to smooth out my absolute moronic riding style. And you know what's the best? Nothing broke. Jamis actually makes 3 different forks with different offsets to maintain a perfect trail number or rake. This will ensure that each frame size is comfortable and handles well, no matter what tire size you're running. There are 3 different bottom bracket heights and chainstay length for 6 different frame sizes from 48 all the way to 61. The C2 has a DIDIDE Plus or DYAD Plus carbon layup and is constructed with the near net technology, where both removable silicone preforms at the main stress points of the frame and bladder-wrapped polystyrene cores for the rest are being used, which produces an interior of the frame as smooth and pristine as the exterior. And why would they do that? Well, with every gram of excess resin squeezed out and every length of fiber flattened and aligned, you're assured the lightest, stiffest, and strongest possible frame. In other words, they even care about the insides of the frame. So how much do you think this bike costs? Before that, are you tired of scratched bike frames, unorganized hallways, or your roommates' bikes always being in the way? Luckily, the sponsor of this video has the perfect solution for this problem. The Hangar has many options for horizontal bike storage. No matter how many bikes are in your way, visit thehangar.co to find out more. Didn't that guy look familiar? Weird. All right, let's get back to it. The Renegade C2 is currently selling for $29.99 and only comes in Thunder Gray. I love the Thunder Gray. So why would you buy this and not any of these? That's a valid question. Okay, so here are a couple of reasons why I think the Jamis Renegade should be on your short list when you're looking for a new gravel bike. I mean, one of the reasons is that this bike did everything really well. I mean, gravel, cross, road, there wasn't really a big fallback on any of them. I didn't hold back all year long. Not that I tried to break it, but if it would have broken, I would have not been surprised. First of all, this might be the one and only bike for you if you want to do everything. Second, by getting a Jamis, you're going to buy into an army of 600 retailers that are willing and able to help fix anything that could possibly go wrong with your bike. Plus, it's nice to have that personal touch, getting fitted, making sure all the adjustments are correct for your limbs and legs, whatever, legs are limbs. You want that bike to fit well. Third reason, you would be buying from a US company that's been around since the 80s. They've seen ups and downs. They've been around for a while. They're not going anywhere. If you worry about your warranty, that might matter. Another totally overlooked fact is it's a privately female-owned business that frankly has more of a family vibe than a multinational bike corporation. Maybe it's because they're from Jersey. I've seen many new companies come in hot in the last couple of years. Some way overpriced because of some overblown marketing hype. Others way underpriced, participating in the race to the bottom. What's right, what's wrong, who knows? All I know is there's no guarantee that these companies are still going to be around in the future. Okay, so there you have it. If you like the color gray and are looking for a reliable gravel bike that stands the test of time at a reasonable price, then this is an excellent choice. Oh, one more thing. If you buy any of the gravel bikes from jamisbikes.com from now until April 1st, I actually personally will throw on a Dehanger pedal hook system. You're going to get one of these sprockets for free on the house. Go to jamisbikes.com, place your order, send me the order confirmation, and I'll send you one of these guys. I hope this video helped and entertained you. And if you do end up getting a new gravel bike, you might want to watch this video on how to use it.